So the 2024 Oscars are over. One of the films that was nominated for Best Picture was Past Lives. Past Lives tells the story of a Korean woman who moved from Korea to Canada when she was very young, interrupting a relationship that was developing between her and one of her classmates. 12 years later, when she is living, I believe, in New York at that time, she decides to look up this ex-classmate, ex-boyfriend on a whim, finds him and messages him, and then, shock of shocks, it turns out he was also looking for her, and they start talking again, and they reminisce, and they talk over Skype a lot, and it's really nice, but neither of them can go and see the other. He's about to do his mandatory military service, she can't afford to come over, and she decides to break it off because it's just making her lonely, and she doesn't want the distraction of talking to him all the time. And then another 12 years later, she is married to an American man living in New York, and then her Korean ex comes over to visit just for like a day or two, and they hang out, and then he goes home, and she wonders what might have been, but stays with her American husband. It is one of the few Best Picture winners where if a character had turned round at one point, you might have been able to see the neighborhood where I live, because they are standing at one point on a mountain very nearby my house, and the shot is framed so that they're looking away from the place where I live, and I was just sitting there like, come on, turn around, I want to see where I live. They didn't. I didn't like Past Lives that much. I thought it was very meager. I thought it was very slight. I think it would make a wonderful short story. I think if you read that in the New Yorker or like the London Review of Books, like this same narrative, but just written as like a short story, you'd be like, oh, that's really good, and it would make you think. You'd be like, yeah, that's nice. As a feature-length film, it just feels like it's stretched out, and it just doesn't have enough to it, in my opinion. And I don't begrudge it its Best Picture nomination, though. That's, it's nice to see different kinds of films get nominated, and I think everyone involved is talented, and I hope that they get to make other films. I'm curious to see what they do next. But none of that is why I'm here today. Why I'm here is I have the day off work, and in Seoul right now, there is a Past Lives pop-up shop. I hope my description of the film's tone has made you realize this is not what I would think of as a film particularly suited to a pop-up shop. I don't know what they are going to sell in here. I walked past this the other day. Sadly, I was on my way to work, so I couldn't stop in. However, today I'm free, so I'm going to see what's in there. I genuinely don't know. There was, to me, nothing that I saw on screen where I was like, man, I want that. And I couldn't tell you a single outfit a character was wearing. It didn't get a costume nomination for a reason. Again, I'm sure the costume designer is very talented, but I'm sorry, none of it stood out to me. I don't remember them using anything, like having any products where I was like, man, I'd really like that. I don't remember there even being like a food stuff where they're like, oh man, I just love murmur. I love, I'm trying to think of a Korean food snack which she could miss and then the guy could bring to her. I don't think that happened. What will be in this shop? That's what I want to find out. I'm really curious to find out. And yeah, let's go and find out together, eh? Aware that there was the novelization of Past Lives. This is very interesting. Oh, and there's an LP of the soundtrack. That makes sense. Oh, I think maybe these are like brochures from like film. This is a brochure from like a film festival. By the way, I'm pretty sure the music that was playing was not in the film. I'm not sure though. I don't remember there being anything about Michael Jordan in Past Lives. I think it's just a normal trainer shop or like a skater wear shop that has been repurposed as the Past Lives pop-up shop. It's not worth going out of your way to visit, even if you loved the film. If you're flying over anyway to visit your ex-love of many years ago, maybe just pop in for a look.